Hey everybody, it's Greg Rice here in the bucket, Pawtucket, Rhode Island, and making a video today, kind of a satirical video. I made a bunch of these hats here, you can check them out. They say, Vulture Capitalist. Okay? And a few short weeks ago, I was given testimony at the State House, and a gentleman by the name of Phil West, who represents the Village Common. We'll put that up on the screen. And I'm just going to read you their mission statement. It says, the mission of the Village Common of Rhode Island is to fundamentally change the experience of growing older here in Rhode Island by fostering the creation of communities of mutual support, villages across the state, and by directly supporting their long-term sustainability. And the core values are generosity, diversity, equity and inclusion, engagement, collaboration, and sustainability. What I don't see on there is respect, and I don't see understanding by any means. You could say maybe with collaboration. They say we contribute to and benefit from working with each other and with other organizations, but that's not what Mr. West did just a couple short weeks ago. Okay, he was up there testifying. It was the Community Right to Purchase Act, which would give nonprofits a 60-day period to purchase any property that goes for sale before any free market buyer could purchase that property. I'll say that again. If you want to post a property for sale, okay, 60 days, you would have to wait in a financial moratorium to see if any nonprofits wanted to make you an offer first. And they could even extend that to 90 days. And then after that, you're free to sell that to whoever or whomever you want. So Mr. West was testifying in support of this bill. I was testifying vehemently, respectfully opposed to that bill for a variety of reasons. And during Mr. West's testimony, he referred to landlords like me, like you, like the tens of thousands here in Rhode Island that are providing vital and necessary housing stock. He referred to us as vulture capitalists. Vulture capitalists. So I figured it'd be nice to make a hat. Okay? So that's what that's for. Coming from a person here and an agency that believes in generosity, inclusion, engagement, collaboration, sustainability. We are bad. Okay? Landlords are the problem. Mr. West and his agency likely believe that all property should be owned and subsidized by the government. And people like me and you that purchase properties, renovate them, repair them, give people a better quality of life, give people an opportunity to live here in Rhode Island, people like me and you are the problem. We are vultures. And what do vultures do? We'll put up a picture of a vulture right now. Vultures wait for things to die, and then they eat them. That's what a vulture does. And they swirl around, right? You see them on the highway when there's roadkill. The vulture will swirl around, dive down, right? And then pick on a carcass of a dead raccoon, a dead deer, a dead skunk. What is that? Is that collaboration? Is that sustainable? Is that rhetoric sustainable? Is that respectful? Is that inclusive, Mr. West? Doesn't sound that way to me. I would never say such a thing about my opposition. I understand, I listen, I empathize, and then I make my opinion. And when I disagree, I state my facts as to why. I don't call names. I don't assassinate character, okay? And this is the leader, right? This is the leader setting the example, setting the precedent, setting the tone, and telling you, as a landlord, what he thinks about us and all of our tireless, thankless work, right? This is thankless much of the time. People don't see all the nitty-gritty, all the responsibility, all the liability, okay? And just the simple fact that we're the last ones each and every month to get paid. And that's if at all. Everybody else is getting paid, and then maybe there's a little bit left for the landlord. Excuse me, the vulture. The vulture, right? So when we go and purchase a property with hard-earned money, 6 figures down, right? Down payment, then we're spending tens of thousands in each apartment, and then we're renting them, we're performing maintenance, we're taking care of the grass, the landscaping, the snow, the hallways, the fire alarms, the lead safety, the parking lots, the garbage, the laundry, the pest control, the storage. When we do that, we're picking on a dead carcass. That's what we're doing. It's laughable. It's disgusting. It's offensive. And it's just flat out nonsense. So I wanted you to know that, to hear that, because you're not going to know that. You're not going to hear that because you likely weren't there and you weren't listening on Capital TV, right? Because you're so busy with other things. You're busy being a landlord. You're busy making ends meet. And I feel that it was my responsibility to let you know that and also bring some humor to the situation. Because if you don't laugh, you'll cry. That's how it works. So any questions, let me know. And I encourage you to get involved with the Rhode Island Coalition of Housing Providers to stay up to date on all recent legislation, bills that are coming across like hotcakes, so you can submit testimony or you can go in person like I do, and you can hear people like this talk about you and talk shit about the hard work that you're doing for this community. So if they're the only ones there talking, and there's nobody there from our side, how does that make us look? So I implore you to at least be aware of what's going on and then consider your engagement and making a difference later on down the line. Once again, Greg Rice here in the bucket. Your property and your vulturistic tendencies managed.